Okay, so let's now discuss Kim Possible. So I'm going to leave this one over to you.
Impossible.
I'm going to pass this one over to you because you know a lot more about it than I did.
Yes, Kim Possible. Everybody knows Kim Possible from the Disney Channel. At least when I was younger, I used to watch. And it was a fun show. And I think since 1.0, people have been saying, hey, Kim Possible should be kind of cool as a playable figure. It looks like, again, I don't want to say a figure, could be a Paradis, could be something in the game. I don't know. But it looks like it's a lot closer than we expect because JV did bring it up. He did say it in the Twitch chat that he's going to meet with Christy Romano about possibly joining Disney Infinity or whatever. And actually her full name, Christy Carlson Romano. She is the voice of Kim Possible. And basically there was a tweet that she said, hey, fans, if you want Kim Possible, go ahead and make sure you vote for her because I guess there's a poll coming up soon.
Yeah.
But anyways, I guess it turned out to the point where she ended up saying something, and JB said, "Hey, are you in San Diego Comic-Con?" And I don't know. I guess maybe she drove out there. But eventually we saw an Instagram post of her saying she's very happy and that she has this nice gaming gig booked, and that I didn't assume it had anything to do with Disney Infinity until I saw hashtag San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, could we draw the lines together, connect the dots, and it kind of makes sense? Because, I mean, JV, what? 4? Oh, yeah, for 4.0?
This is 4.0.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not for 3.0. Definitely not.
No.
But, I mean, could it be that we'll get a figure for her? I mean, will we also get her sidekick? Oh my god, and I'm blanking his name. Sorry, Kim Possible fans.
No,
it's been a long time. But anyways, so it looks like we might have some Kim Possible possibly coming to Disney Infinity sometime in the future. So
it makes sense to broaden out to different. Also, from my point of view, I'm looking at it going another a strong female character.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, and I think in terms of Disney, if you put out a list of characters, to me, anyone that's a strong female character will instantly go higher up the list.
Yeah.
For that reason, because there's just unfortunately there's just less of them because of the way that Disney. Well, it's not it ran with where it ran. You've got 80 all this history. It just takes time for things. It's like Marvel is very male and Star Wars have always been very male orientated, and that's just the way the stories are. We can't and it's difficult for them to move forward. It's like there's like Star Wars. You had Princess Leia and you had Queen Amidala, but that's pretty much all you had in each. And Ahsoka being brought in for Clone Wars. They've tried to do that now where they have the mix. So yeah, I always think there's a slight stronger possibility of any female character coming in.
I guess what kind of throws me off a little bit. Oh, and I just thought of his name. Ron Stoppable is Kim Possible's sidekick, or the duo.
Yeah.
But do I see them both possibly in the game? I don't know. Kim Possible more than anything. But what throws me off is if Kim Possible for sure definitely makes it into the game, why wouldn't Darkwing Duck? So that's why I'm like, it kind of throws me off a bit.
Is Kim Possible still on the Disney Channel?
No, she's been, dude. That was back when I was a teen that she was on the Disney Channel. I don't even know if they rerun her. I don't think they do. But I mean, I used to watch Darkwing Duck maybe a couple years before Kim Possible started airing. So
I think this is this is the thing with like going forward into 4.0 is. If we're 2.0 and 3.0, there's been such a big like Marvel. Here's 20 odd characters. Here's Star Wars. Here's another 20 plus characters. I think there's that general feeling of going forward that you're not going to have that same blast, and so things are going to be a lot more spread out between different branding. So
that's true.
They've still got all these characters they can still bring in, and they can do that later down the line. If you it's like Star Wars to have, next year we might only have like 5 Star Wars characters. So suddenly there's this huge wake of space available for additional content. But it's like to me, if she's saying the word doing voiceover, it doesn't say to me power discs or toys. That is character, because that's where it's driven from.
Yeah, she said video game booking, so
yeah,
a major video game booking. So yeah, we'll see.
That's cool. But yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's show. Anything else you want to add from San Diego Comic-Con?
Actually, sort of. I kind of do have one more little topic we can sort of talk about and speculate here. But it looks like John C. Reilly kind of unofficially confirmed WreckIt Ralph 2.
Oh, right.
And so that kind of makes me also think about the possibility of future figures down the line. Obviously, I would probably say 6.0, 6.0 or 7.0 if it actually does happen.
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of an interesting bit of news, and that definitely, causes a cheer to all the WreckIt Ralph fans.
Oh, definitely.
And also the possibility of maybe seeing Mario.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that out.
Yeah, I know they're working on a new Indiana Jones movie, so I think that could be coming down. I think basically, to me now, I view anything that Disney are making in movies now, the possibility is much higher than anything retro. That's my opinion. Disney have continued to say how this game is a movie tie-in game, and that's what the game is. It's a tie-in for movies, and that movie release slate is what they are working toward. It's huge. And they keep building stuff. So I and I know there's been quite a few times, just like, I know everyone goes on about the past, but they're looking towards the future. That's what's out now. You look at the games, and they're very much tied into what they're doing. I think, when we look back at 1.0, it's almost like an entirely different game that was, because that was trying to sell us on this product.
Yeah.
Trying to sell, they included some regular characters like WreckIt Ralph, which weren't particularly brand new at the time, or they're bringing in these characters like Agent P and stuff to try and get people into the game, and doing like Pirates of the Caribbean and all those kind of things to get people into it. And it's never going to go back to exactly how that was.
Yeah, that's true.
We're never going to see free play sets again in the starter pack.
Well, yeah, definitely not in a starter pack for sure. Definitely not. But no, I mean, it's like they say, the possibilities are infinite. So see what happens.
Never like throwing in a corporate tagline.
Well, it's. I mean, it's kind of like going back to what you're saying. I mean, I honestly, when I got home from Comic-Con, I felt like watching some old school movies. I watched Oliver and Company. I watched Pinocchio, and it's like you start to think those guys would be cool in the game. But like you said, this is a game for future movie releases. So maybe we'll see one character here and there trickle in, but I don't know.
I think it's it's that same thing as well. Looking at like when you go to the parks or you go to a Disney store, certain characters are more pushed than other characters.
I agree.
Oliver and Co. is a perfect example of a cartoon that's done very well, good, got a good reception stuff, but it doesn't have that same toy merchandise. You go into the theme parks or into the stores, you don't see that same amount of merchandise, whereas Lion King is still in the Disney stores, still there. You're not going to find it in your local Toys R Us the same, because that's gone now, but in the parks there's still that nostalgic stuff to it. But if you go into Toys R Us today, you're going to find Big Hero 6, Frozen, you're going to see Ant-Man, Age of Ultron. That is because that's the current things that are out, and that's what if you've got Disney Infinity over there, and suddenly you've got Pinocchio, Cinderella, and then they can have that, but they're still going to want to tie into the buzz whenever kids are into that thing right now.
It has to be like with a Blu-ray release or something. That's the only way it'll probably work, but I highly doubt it.
I mean, I always think there's always that thing that they can put in toy box only characters for these classic characters. We've had it in the past, and it's going to continue to happen, I think, indefinitely. But I can't see us ever. They're not going to turn around and go, "Here's a Pinocchio playset." Yeah,
okay. Playsets I highly doubt we'll ever get, but I mean, who knows? I mean,
it's hard to know because Clone Wars is an old. I still reckon my brain around the fact that they went with Clone Wars for the starter pack for an old movie, an old cartoon show. They didn't go with Rebels, they didn't go with the classic, they didn't even go with Force Awakens. It's
Well, then again, but you also tap into the rumor mill of what we think about Rebels, how we still think there's more to come. Because, I mean, Hera missing just makes no sense. So,
but I can also see how it would have been a really big sort of big jump and a big thing if they'd gone straight for Rebels. That would have been horrendous for them to do, because
I agree, because
still people would
come out.
People are like, who are these characters? I don't know them, but the current kids will know who Anakin and Ahsoka are. So it's pretty
definitely. Yeah.
All right, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Episode 50. Can't believe we've finally got there. Again,
golden age.
Yeah, do a big shout out to the Infinity Museum, James, for being a Patreon. Also to our Patreon sponsor for the month, sorterapps.com. Really appreciate all of that. So you can find out more at patreon.com/thiskingdom. You can find us on all of our social outlets, including Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. You can find us all on them. We have our Infinity and Beyond Facebook group, which you're welcome to join.
MySpace.
No, I'm not on MySpace.
Tumblr.
We're on Tumblr. We're on Tumblr.
I'm just kidding. MySpace is still old.
We do have a Tumblr page as well if you're interested into Tumblr.
Reddit.
We've got Reddit as well. I'll try to cover all bases here.
Food Network. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, it is Disney Infinity Food. So you can find us on all that there. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Comment below with your thoughts on this week's show. And if you're listening to us on the podcast version, thank you for listening. You can also subscribe there and give us a review there as well. That can't hurt us as well. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Big thank you to A for going to San Diego Comic-Con this week.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll have some stuff up. I'll have like an article up eventually. Yes. And some unboxings.
So there we go. So keep tuned to the channel, and we shall see you guys later.
Laters.